Welcome to Sports Rant with Mike and Ant, episode 14. Things are looking a little different this time. We are not in the studio this week. Things fell through with the podcast studio, so we are not there right now. We're going to do a Zoom episode, the first of, I'm sure there'll be more under certain circumstances if we can't get in the room, if we have, maybe a guest that's far away or something. So we're doing our first test of the Zoom format for the podcast. And I'm excited for it. We got a good episode for you. Should go over it real quick. We're going to have our fun fact, of course. We're going to have a rant from yours truly. We're going to talk about some NFL. We're going to talk about the Dodgers. And we're going to make our bets for the week for the NFL. And then, yeah, we got Mike. I'm Ant. And how you feeling, Mike?
Feeling phenomenal. Obviously, yeah, it looks a little different, and the setup, of
Yes.
course, is not the same how it typically always looks.
Yeah, I haven't yet acknowledged how the camera is just completely following Mike. I don't know how he set that up, but
Listen, I turned on the Zoom. I haven't used Zoom since like college, but this camera is not. I'm gonna be in frame all the time. You guys can't get rid of me.
that's so funny. Yeah, well, we're glad to have you.
Yes, yes.
Um, we're glad to have you. This is a little weird for us, but we're making it work. It
You know what
feels,
though? It on my end, and I guess on your end too, since we're kind of looking at it in the gallery
yeah,
view, you kind of look more natural than I do because you have the logo behind you as it resembles our LED screen in the
yeah, okay.
studio.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, my place isn't looking as nice as yours. I don't got the sports memorabilia set up right behind me like that. I don't got the lemon
Yeah.
tree. Oh, it is what it is.
Hey, you know what? Work with what you got.
Yep, yep, and that's what we're doing. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get into. We had a little bit of a pivot with the fun fact right now. So episode 14, we're doing the fun fact. M is not with us for this episode. She's not feeling too great. So as we're not in the studio, we don't fully need her. I would love to have her here though. I like her little chiming in moments. But so I'm gonna save the fact that I had for 14 because it honestly makes more sense for 17. And I'm going to force Mike to have us talk about that during that
Yeah.
eight. It's a good fact. We could probably talk about it for the whole episode. I'm really excited. But for 14, my facts are always kind of roundabout with how they relate to the number. So but hang with me here. Today, I want to talk about the 1972 undefeated Miami Dolphins team
Ah.
that everyone's so sick of hearing about. Every year when that current undefeated team gets defeated, they pop champagne and stuff. That's a pretty cool tradition. I'll give it to them.
Yeah.
Um, but I want to talk about how that happened back in 1972, back when the regular season was only 14 games, which is the
Yeah.
number this week. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about them. I think they're cool, and I would be uh I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that they went 17 and 0. The Patriots went 18 and 0, 18 and 1, but they were
Yeah. I
18.
was about to say anything. No. No, no. One team ended with a loss. The other team ended with no losses. So quite a bit different, but I
Oh
see
my
what I'm
God.
picking up what you're trying to put down here. I just
Dude.
don't.
That was such a dark day. I wasn't really huge into sports when that happened. Like I'd watch them and like obviously my whole family was watching that game and I knew something was terribly wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't, and then now as I've grown and I've watched sports, I realize it's even worse than I thought when I was, 7 years old watching that.
Randy Moss effect, dude.
You know? Yeah, you don't like Randy Moss, so
Not a huge fan.
no. You got anything to say about the 1972 Dolphins? It's not the craziest. My fact is basically that it's basically I'm throwing shade. I'm saying they did it when there was less fucking games. So
Well, I mean, I think regardless of the fact, they ended their season with a Lombardi trophy and won a Super Bowl while going undefeated. They were head and shoulders the best team in football.
yep.
And let me see if I can pull up do you have that their Super Bowl victory popped up at all on your info or anything?
Are you looking for roster?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, yeah, I
Yeah.
got it right here.
Quarterback Earl Morrall.
Earl Morale.
Earl Morrell.
What a phenomenal name for a quarterback. Oh,
I, I think that's.
we,
Oh,
we got a little
special.
guest.
We got a special guest hopping in. Mike, you want to introduce our furry friend?
Yeah, that's my cat
Anyone who's
Shohei.
not sorry, anyone who's not looking at the audio, like the video is probably like, what the fuck? Cat.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's a cat. It's my cat Shohei. Um, like the baseball player. Yeah, happy he could squeeze in for an episode. He's getting comfortable in his spot. I'm gonna let him be. But okay, right back to it. Sorry. Um,
Better name than Earl Morale. You're saying it's a great name. That sounds like that's like the most boring sounding name.
but morale, like that's cool. Like, hey,
Yeah, it's good.
what does the quarterback need to do? He needs to boost morale. He needs to,
Yeah,
be the leader on and off the field. And
fair
morale,
enough.
what a phenomenal name.
Fair enough. Okay, but you want to talk about a cool name? The running back on this team, Mercury Morris. That's the name of the
Mercury Morris.
Mercury Morris. That's
He was so
unbelievable.
good. He was running the ball all the way to Mercury. That's
Yeah, great team. From what I see, they had four All Pros, nine Pro Bowlers. Good for them, the Dolphins. Yeah, they don't do anything nowadays, so glad they could celebrate 1972. Is that their
let's
last
see.
Super Bowl?
I think that's their only Super Bowl. They only have one Super Bowl, I think.
Damn,
So that I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure they only have one Super Bowl.
can't
Uh,
imagine.
let's see. Oh God, you want to hear just real quick? Sorry.
Very good.
Um, Earl Morales, his stat line for that season.
What?
So he threw for a whopping 1,360 yards, 11 touchdowns to seven interceptions.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's a
He's
Super Bowl winning
ass.
quarterback.
Dude, wait. Okay, so then what did Mercury Morris do? Because he must
So
have been.
Mercury Morris, I think this is actually quite impressive. I think we see it a lot more nowadays. But like we said, the 14 game thing, 190 rushes for exactly 1,000 yards.
Wow.
190 rushes. I feel like that's what was his average per carry? That sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah. Uh,
It's about
that's
a little over 5 yards a carry.
yeah, that's got to be good. Okay, Mercury. I mean, he had to be the biggest deal of that team.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, no, no, he was not. He was not.
But
Hold on.
wait, but wait, there's more.
There's more. There is more. Let me tell you something. A position that is underutilized nowadays. Nobody really has one anymore.
The
Let's just
fullback?
let's just talk about the fullback, Larry Sanka. I don't know if the C is silent.
I just looked it up. Dude, I just looked up 1972 rushing yard leaders because I was gonna see where Mercury Morris ranked, and he's below his fullback.
So the fullback, Larry
Wow.
Sanka, Sanka. I don't
So,
know.
Sonka, yeah.
Sanka.
Sonka,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. 13 rush attempts
More.
to 1,117 yards.
More. And the strange thing to me here is that he had six touchdowns, but Mercury had 12. But Mercury was the halfback.
Hey,
That's
listen.
that's backwards. All that's backwards.
Hey, it's like what they do in I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Varsity Blues, where the tailback was very upset in the movie. He's like, "Man, coach is grinding me. I get 80 yards on each drive running the football. He beats the hell out of me, and then we get inside the 5 yard line and we're throwing touchdown passes. Those should be my touchdowns." I guarantee you Mercury Morris, it took away everything from Sanka.
Yeah, Kasonka's going off, dude. Cause
Oh
okay,
God.
the longest rush for Kasonka was 45, and the longest for Mercury was 33. Wow, I'm not seeing anything 50 plus in this whole longest rush on the year thing. Oh, 75 yards for Franco Harris. Oh, you know who led the league in rushing that year? Guess,
Oh,
1972. Who
oh,
you know?
I don't have a guess for you.
You know, running
Was
back.
it?
Running back that would have been playing. What was it?
Did he play? Can I guess the team first?
Sure. He's a killer running back.
Was it Mr. Bear himself? Did he play for the
No.
Bears?
No, no,
No.
no. No.
Was
This
it a
guy
very
is
well-known name?
yes, very Probably the most well-known, maybe the probably the most well-known football player of that era. He might be more known than Tom Brady.
Give
I
me
don't
the
know.
team.
The Bills.
The Bills.
Mm. He
Bills.
was he was a he literally like he was a beast. He was a killer. He literally killed people.
OJ Simpson.
Yes.
Wow,
Unofficially, off record, off record. Simpson family.
oh my God, how did I not? I
It's all
should have known that.
speculation.
That was like
Don't sue me.
that was kind of early in his career, I think, right? He would have been that's probably young.
Maybe. I only know his
Wow.
later work.
Bills. I don't know why I couldn't get that. I
Oh,
I
actually,
kind of have him blocked out of my mind.
he had a 94-yard rush that season. That's sick.
And
Hey,
you
no
know
one
what they
said
said
that.
about him? You know what they said about him? He used to slice and dice and dash. He would just chop your head off. He was so good.
Dude,
All right.
that's crazy. Dude, no one said he was a bad football player.
No.
No, hell of one. Yeah, but yeah, that's I guess the fact of the day, just to talk about some shit. I'm sure if anybody ever watches this that was like around for that team, which I don't know if that's our audience, but they're probably like these kids are idiots. They don't know anything about Larry Kasonka and Mercury Morris and
I
Marshall
definitely know the name.
Morals.
I definitely know the name Mercury Morris.
Mercury
That is for
Morris. I
sure.
I want to like put that in a script or something. I think that's cool. Also, if you look up a picture of Mercury Morris, he has a sick look.
Just a real football looking guy, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a oh, and then okay, so we're gonna transition into my rant, my first official rant,
Mm.
and it is gonna be a positive one, of course. I'm a pretty positive guy, so it makes sense. I'll have a positive rant right now. Um, we'll see if something pisses me off in the future, though. I want to talk about my rant is uh this season we're currently having the 2025 NFL season is so full of parody. And I think that it's so cool and so great for the league. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win for any team this year. There's no undefeated team left. After I think they lasted 4-0 was the furthest any team got. That is much less than what we've been seeing lately. I should look up and see the past couple of years how long teams made it. That's crazy. You have good teams losing to bad teams often. It's just and bad teams playing well. And I'd say that the gap between the best team in the league and the worst team in the league is probably smaller than it's ever been. And yeah, I could go. I'm happy to like go through the standings on this and just talk about the situations of each division. It's just really interesting. You hear the phrase "any given Sunday."
Yeah.
I think that applies to this year more than any year that I've watched in like the past decade. What do you think?
And yeah, I agree with that. This year has been weird. It's been kind of there's no certainty. There's none. Uh and the easiest way to sum it up and I guess to really dissect it because it's just like on a surface layer. If you had told me that the Jets would be 0 and what are they 0 and 6 to this point, 0 and 5, 0 and 6 to this point, and if you told me that the Ravens were going to be 1 and 5, the Ravens are 1 and 5, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, 1 and 5.
That there's I like
I believe the
no
Jets part.
I didn't. I didn't. They were granted, yes, they've been like a 4-win team 2 years ago. They went, I think they had 7 wins last year. Um, but you upgraded massively at head coach, and I think you kind of upgraded in a way at quarterback with Justin Fields. There's no way I saw them being the worst team in football this year. That was not in my deck of cards whatsoever. The Titans, yes. Um, the Ravens being a top 5 draft pick in week 7 is actually absurd to me. Even with Lamar missing time, we saw him miss time, and Tyler Huntley made a Pro Bowl. So I like
That was crazy.
this year is just kind of it's a crapshoot. I don't know who the favorite really is because it's like you have a few games and we'll get to it, but like this year is very weird. Very, very weird.
Yes, we are 6 weeks in. We're on to week 7. I would like to say, as a point to this, if you are still alive in any pick'em league, you've picked a team that's going to win every single week so far. Like hats off to you. I'm a great pick'em player. I won a pick'em last year, and I made it to the finals the year before. I'm out. I'm out. And then I was in a league. I was in a pick'em league where I had 2 lives, and when I saw that, I was like, "Two. That's not how pick'em works. If you miss one, you're out." And then I
Yeah.
I lost both my lives 6 weeks in. I fuck, what who did I lose in it last week? I thought for sure the Rams would beat the 49ers. No, any given Sunday. They played on Thursday. I suck.
Yeah.
Another Thursday, I had the Giants. I had the Eagles over the Giants. Should be a layup. The Eagles, they lost. They got blown out. But I mean, that's a multiple score game.
And let's just keep in mind, like also adding on to the whole Jets Ravens thing, the Bills have lost two in a row, and so have the Eagles. Both teams were 4-0. So like the whole,
Yeah,
and this kind of ties back to the 1972 Dolphins thing. Both teams losing back-to-back games and like in pretty winnable games. You have the Broncos at home, and then the Giants on the road for the Eagles, and then for the Bills, you have the Patriots at home, and then you got to go play Atlanta, and you lose. So yeah, weird year, very weird year so far.
it's insane. Um, and I just think it's so funny that the Jets of are the only ones that haven't snuck in a win when and it seems like any team can sneak in a win any week. Um, they do have that video of Aaron Glenn on the sidelines dancing though. Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
cool. I love that one.
To
Yeah, where he's
September. Don't
yeah,
you remember? That's unbelievable. But yeah, it's crazy. The Packers I thought were a Super Bowl contender, and they lose a bad game to the Cleveland Browns. And then they tie the Cowboys, which that was such a good game. And there's been so many good games this year. So that's my rant. It's just like that. I'm just like happy. I'm like the NFL is so great to watch right now, and I really love it. You have, the Chiefs starting off with a bad record. That doesn't happen. You got the undefeated Eagles losing. You get the Bills losing to the Pats, and now the Bills lose last week to the Falcons of all fucking teams in the world. Like it's crazy. Even the Titans got a win in one of the weirdest. That was one of the strangest, most luckiest wins I've ever seen ever. I'm
yeah.
I'm really loving, and if I do a thumbs up, I think the Zoom thing will, yeah, here. I don't know if that'll show up in the video, but
Oh,
I just had to do that. Yeah. Thumbs up to the NFL this year. We can keep talking about it. I just am like, I actually want to go through a list right now of how far each team made it before the last or how long undefeated teams have lasted in the past couple of years. So I'll do the last decade. So I'll start in 2015. So,
that had been the Panthers.
oh, do you want to try to guess these?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay. Okay, yes. 2015, the Panthers had 14 wins before they lost their first game, and they ended up going 15-1, which is crazy.
They lost their last game because they'd already clinched the division and Cam Newton was resting.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
they lost their last game. I think they had the Seahawks at home. I remember this game because I remember that year so well. I think it was the Seahawks that they had at home, and they lost because Cam Newton rested.
Bro's ballage is crazy right now. Um,
2016,
2016 is a very short, do you know? It's
the
very short lived.
Falcons. Wasn't the Falcons?
No, it was a team that actually ended 8-8 and didn't make the playoffs, I don't think.
Was it the Steelers?
Nope.
Oh no, no,
Fo-
no, no.
is a northern is it? It's a northern conference team.
Northern Conference. Yeah. Wasn't the Packers, was it? Yeah.
No, same division.
The Vikings? Oh, the Vikings. The Vikings.
They were 8-8 that year and didn't make the playoffs, but they started 5-0, which is crazy.
That's brutal.
Okay, so actually the next year we're getting another five. So it was the Chiefs that had five. Oh fuck, you were supposed to guess. Uh,
They were actually my guess, so
yeah. No, I was sorry about that.
no, you're good.
Um, Scratch that from the record. Okay, I'll let you guess 2018. I'll let you guess straight up, and then I'll tell you how many wins, and then I'll give you more hints. But
Well,
who 20?
2018 was the Chiefs, right?
Nope.
Oh, was it the Patriots?
Nope.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, God, give me the team.
Well, no. Well, they had 8 wins. They lost the Super Bowl,
They had 8 wins and went to the Super Bowl.
right? Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah. Wait. No,
2018.
no, no. They were 8-0, and then they went 13-3.
I thought you meant they had 8 wins and went to
No,
the
no, no,
Super
no.
Bowl.
They were 8 wins before they lost.
This was 2018.
Yeah.
Chiefs went to no, they lost. The Patriots beat them. The Rams.
Yep. Rams.
Okay,
That was actually so fucking boring. That Super Bowl. It was so saved by the fact that I'm a Patriots fan. I can't imagine watching that as someone else. I would have hated
game
it.
was awful.
We had
Two
two.
highlights in that game.
The Gronk catch. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Man, that had the buff chick dip flying off my plate, if you know what I mean. We watched that together actually. That was like
We
the
did.
first that was like the first couple that was the first year we were friends.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, 2019, we had two teams to make it to 8-0.
Was one of them was the Chiefs.
Nope.
Oh.
Man,
God, the camera followed
the
me.
camera
Yeah,
made
that's
that
right.
dramatic.
8-0 2019. Give me one of the not the Patriots. Was it? Was the
One of them.
Patriots?
Yep.
And then the other team was NFC, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It was in the Super Bowl in 2019. Team made it to the Super Bowl
Yes.
2019. Give me the oh God, give me the who did they play the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl that year, right?
I think they won it.
They won it and they beat the 49ers? No,
Yes, it was the
49ers.
49ers.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
See, I'm getting mixed up because that Super Bowl is technically in 2020, but it
It
was
is
with
weird.
2019.
Yes, yes. So the season technically is 2019, but then the Super Bowl is in 2020. Okay.
Yeah,
This is the next year is an 11-0 team that did not make it to the Super Bowl.
the Bucks
No.
did
They
not make it
lost in
to the
the
Super Bowl.
wild card round.
Oh, this was the Steelers. Give me the Pittsburgh
Damn.
Steelers. Yeah.
Damn, you got this. It was the Steelers. You got your shit. Okay, 2021, we'll kind of 2021 7-0 and then they lost in the wild card. They ended up 11-6. Kind of a random team.
7-0, ended up 11-6.
I don't
Give me
remember.
the give me the Houston Texans.
No.
Hmm,
It's a random team, I think. And
the Cardinals.
yes, yeah.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, there we go.
Okay, we got an 8-0 team in 2022. They lost the Super Bowl. I feel like this is more of just who lost the Super Bowl now. I should,
2022, that was the Eagles.
yep. And then we had 5 wins, 2023. This wasn't even the plan for what we were doing today, but this is fun.
Yeah, it is kind
Tw-
of fun.
2023, two teams had 5 wins. One of them lost in the Super Bowl, one of them lost in the wild card.
2023. 2023. The Chiefs played the Niners.
Got one.
The Niners
And then this
and
other team is just, yeah. They went
other
11 and
team,
6, so they're good. They're a good team.
AFC,
NFC
NFC. 2023.
2023. It's probably tougher to remember because 5-0 isn't really that crazy. So
No, it's nothing substantial.
yeah, just I guess what's a random team that went 11-6 in 2023? They lost in the wild card.
Was this the Lions?
No, they are a good. They are a team that's still good today, though.
The
Well,
Bu-
They might be ass right now. I think they're kind of ass right now. They
Oh,
can't,
the Bills?
they can't,
No, you said NFC, right?
they can't blank the ball right now.
You can't kick the ball. You can't throw the ball. God,
Yes, they can't
this
throw
is
the
brutal.
ball. What team can't throw the ball? What's a good team right now that can't for the life of them throw the fucking football? You know it.
It's a good team that can't throw the football in the NFC. Oh my
Yeah.
God, this is bugging me
Think
now.
of good teams in the NFC. Think of the good like
Oh, the Eagles, the
yeah,
Eagles.
yeah, yeah. They
Okay,
can't throw for shit. Okay, this is one that's memorable. Nine wins last year,
that was the
undefeated.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
Stupid
yeah.
Chiefs.
Whew. I'm so
That took a
glad
little
that.
bit longer. I should have remembered
No, it's cool.
better.
It's cool. Okay, so really quick from 2015, we had 14, then we had 5-5, we had 8-8, 11, 7, 8, 5, 9, 4. So, I mean, there are some years where sometimes it'll be 5 wins, but it's been a long time since we've seen 4 wins. And then each team, the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles, that were 4-0 going into last week, they're now 4-2.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's just there's so much parity in the league right now. Any given Sunday, it's awesome, and I
yeah.
really like it. And I'm sad that I'm out for my pick'ems, but what can you do?
Hey, I picked your New England Patriots for you this
Yeah, you
week.
have the Pats this week.
I do. I do.
I'll bring I'll bring you over the jersey if you want to rock it.
I will be doing no such thing, but I am rooting for them to win a game this week.
Okay,
Uh,
we'll take it.
yeah,
Welcome,
yeah.
welcome to the fandom. We we can be obnoxious for sure. Uh,
Just a little bit.
okay, so let's go into I guess just a recap of last week. Is there anything in specific you want to talk about last week? Any games you want to touch on? We've
Yes.
talked a little bit about the Eagles. We talked a little bit about how the Bills lost, but we have not really covered much else. What do you got?
So I would like to, and we're going to get onto this segment a little bit later, but I would like for me to highlight where, and I don't like to do this, but where Mike was right and where Ant was wrong.
Oh my
And
God.
I absolutely love that it played out the way that it did.
We
I
we
wish,
we started something last week where we're gonna each pick like some sort of bet that we want to do for the week, and I guess we'll just kind of keep track ourselves. And last week Mike's pick won and my pick lost.
so how about from here on out, we're gonna, and this is live on the podcast. You guys can listen to us on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, watch us on
Yes.
YouTube, follow our Instagram at Sports Rant Pod. But we will be doing a tally now, and we will keep our record for our season record of right picks and wrong picks. So last week, Ant unfortunately said there's no way to quote it so eloquently. Ant said, "There's no way in hell Josh Allen's losing 2 games in a row. There's no way in hell that the Bills are going to lose to the Atlanta Falcons." And let me tell you something. They were, what, 4.5 point favorites last week, this past
Yeah.
Sunday,
No, I think they were more than that.
Monday night. No, I think they was 4.5.
Oh, oh, it was only 3.5.
Okay, three and a
On my
half.
on what I'm seeing, I'm on like CBS, so I don't
Okay.
know what other book would have it, but I thought it was more. I would have picked them like as 7 points favorites. I think I picked them to cover the spread, right? I didn't do money
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, you said cover the spread that they would win by 4 or more points, I guess.
Man, the spread got
And
covered on them.
they and did it ever. The Falcons beat the Buffalo Bills, who dropped to now 4-2. They beat them 24-14, and is 0-1 on the season to start. And the
And keep going.
and
I
the pick. Go ahead, say
I
what you
bet
gotta
I
say.
bet yours hit. Well, you know.
Hey, I try to tell you, when a guy named Joe steps foot in Cincinnati and has to play quarterback or is going to play quarterback, let me tell you something. He puts up numbers no matter what, win or lose. The Bengals didn't make the playoffs last year, and Jamar Chase had the triple crown for receivers. So it doesn't matter how good or bad they are, as long as there's a Joe at quarterback playing for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's going to put up numbers. I said it was outrageous. Even though the Packers were coming off of the bye and everybody's like, oh, they're going to be fine. They're Super Bowl contenders. I didn't see enough through 3 weeks, through 4 weeks. I didn't see enough. I didn't like what I saw. And I said 14 and a half. Yeah, granted, they're at home hosting the lowly Cincinnati Bengals, bringing in a quarterback 4 days before the game. It don't matter. They covered 14 and a half points. That's absurd. The Packers have not shown that they should be a 14 and a half point favorite. I don't care if they're going up against the Jets. They have not shown enough. And to do it against Joe Flacco, Joe Cool, who's now officially the new Joe Cool in Cincinnati, slinging the rock, they covered the 14 and a half points. And that was the easiest lock of my life.
I've never seen someone hype up a 27-18 loss like that before, that hard.
You know what I do want to say? Because we did our score predictions. You said that the Bengal or the Bills were going to win 38-17. I have this memorized. You said 38-17.
Why do you memorize this so much?
Dude, I'm a
Damn,
nut.
you got me clocked, dude. I thought I would never have to hear about that again.
So you said 30 as Shohei gets up because he's like, I can't even listen to this anymore. Shohei, sorry. Here, we're gonna tilt the camera this way. Um, 38-17, you said that the Bills would win. They lost by almost that much. They lost by 10
Yeah,
points.
it was really bad.
And I said that the Cincinnati Bengals would cover the spread, still lose, but still cover the spread. I said 31-28. So not as close, but 14 and a half. I don't care. It's the NFL. Like I was explaining to M last week, that's absurd. It's uncalled for. You don't, and we'll get into it in a little bit, but I
Well,
I didn't like that.
are there any 14-point spreads going into next week? Oh no,
That
just
Vegas better have learned their lesson to not do that.
I see an 11 and a half or something like that. I don't know what team would be expected to.
Hey,
No, but wait, before we get into that, just if there's anything else you want to talk about, Cowboys Panthers put on a dandy. Love to see
that's
that. Cool win for the Panthers. They're scrappy. They're 500. Good for them. That's
that fair. They are the scariest team to play on the road this year, I think. Like as far as like teams that aren't gonna make the playoff, like a team that you could go down to Carolina and lose. I
mm-hmm.
think they're one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
Colts get another win. They're 5-1.
So good.
That's sick. Good for like Daniel Jones. Like everyone wrote him off.
Yeah.
Um, Lions kind of put up a stinker against the Chiefs. They only put up 17, lose 30-17. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I didn't really catch much of that. I was working on Sunday, so I missed a lot of the games. I sadly
It
missed.
was God, sorry.
What'd you say? It was a
It
good Sun.
was it was as boring as like
Really?
I think the Lions opened up with a lead. I think they were up 3-0 or something like that. And it's like, oh, or I think they scored a touchdown their first drive. But then like after that, the Chiefs just kind of put like they just did what the Chiefs have done in the past. They just
Yeah.
controlled the game from pretty much start to finish after that touchdown.
Yeah, Mahomes is playing out of this world right now. He's playing out of his hat. Good for the guy. Good for him. I like Mahomes a lot more as an underdog when it kind of seems like, and you know how much of an underdog could he be, right? But like they started off with kind of a bad record, and I like to see him playing Superman, and
Yeah.
not playing well with a good team around, not like not like coasting. I feel like the last couple years, it's felt like he's been coasting with like a really good team, hasn't had to like try that hard. But now he's like having to step up and be Pat Mahomes, and he's playing out of his hat. And good. I like that. I like when
Yeah.
good teams play hard and play well.
Yeah.
I hate when a good team is maybe outworked, out efforted, and then they end up with the win anyways. I like that's my least favorite game to
Mm.
watch.
Mhm.
Um, Buccaneers 5-1. They look incredible. They put up 30 against the Niners. Pats get a win in like an interesting game. I know there was a lot of weird calls in that game. Something that Just always involved in a Patriots game, whether it's for or against us or whatever, you feel like. But no, Drake May looks incredible still. I
Yeah,
think I think the sky's the limit for him. Raiders get a win against the Titans, but still, Gino threw a goofy ass looking pick.
it was
And
awful.
yeah, that looked really bad.
It
I
was
I didn't
awful.
I didn't go back and like fully watch it, but like I got home from work and I tossed on Red Zone, and like the first time they flashed the Raiders game, it just showed that and then it went away, and I was like, fucking classic Gino. But hey, got the win.
Of that game, that's the highlight that they showed.
No, I think that like it just happened in real time when I was
Mm,
home, maybe.
it's funny. I wonder if Scott Hansen, is that his name? No, what's his name?
Scott
No,
Hansen, yeah,
Scott Hansen.
yeah. He's not the
Sorry, I
to
was
catch
thinking
a
about the
he's
guy.
not the to catch a
Yeah,
predator guy.
that's why I said it and I was like, because I watched the video to catch a predator
Yeah,
like
yeah,
last
yeah.
week and I was like, wait, that sounded weird. No, but Scott Hansen, I really hope Scott Hansen made a highlight around number 45 for the Raiders, Devin White, the castaway, the cast off, the guy that everybody seemed to write off. Do you know what he did this week?
Tell him what'd he do?
9 tackles, and he missed a couple, according to head coach Pete Carroll. 9 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception. He just filled up the stat sheet.
Yeah,
He filled up the stat sheet like pizza fills up their crust with cheese. I mean, shout out Devin White, man. He's like, he's balling this year. I
yeah.
mean,
That's
not much to really
awesome.
highlight about the Raiders, but shout out Devin White, man.
I
So happy
think
he's a Raider.
I think watching a good linebacker dominate is so satisfying because if they're doing it in all facets, they can be anywhere on the defense, and they can when you see someone make a lot of plays and it's like they're all over the field, like a linebacker kind of can be doing that. And they can
And
get picks and they can return them pretty well. Like a linebacker is a really versatile, cool position.
and it's funny because I have a special appreciation for linebacker because that's the
Mm.
position I grew up playing. Um, but it's unlike any other position on the field because if you're a good pass rusher, you can get double, triple team, or the quarterback just slings the rock, gets it out of their hands a lot quicker. So you can essentially be ineffective sometimes. A corner, they just don't have to throw your way. A linebacker, you are in the thick of things. It doesn't matter what game plan. If you're a sideline to sideline linebacker, like Devin White used to be, and I think he is this year, I mean, there's no real game plan against it. That's why the Fred Warners of the world, the Roquan Smiths, they just always
Mm.
dominate.
Yo, he's having a crazy good season. Devin Lloyd on the Jaguars,
Devin Lloyd,
and he got a cool pick. Not this week, but last week, and it's cool. Yeah, he's just playing really well. I just wanted to shout him out. The Jaguars did lose this week to the Seahawks, though. Who Seahawks are great. JSN, probably my favorite player in the league that isn't on the Patriots.
I love
I'm
him.
I'm obsessed with him. I do really want to get his jersey. I think I'm gonna get one of those like alternate Seahawks jerseys at some point. Probably second party or third party. Not like
Oh yeah, yeah.
not
Ones
like
where the
I don't know if I'm paying that much for. Yeah, well, we'll see. It's JSN. If he wins me a bet, maybe that'll be the deal. If he can
there
win
you
me a
go.
bet or something. Um, Chargers Dolphins, dandy. What a game. That was a beauty of a game to watch. I actually I did catch a lot of the highlights of that, and that was really cool. Really cool dub for the Chargers. You don't like the Chargers? Yeah, you don't. I know you don't.
Good for them.
Do you ever you never catch yourself on the roof of the Chargers because you're from LA? Never.
Only thing I root for the Chargers is that if they're never mind, I don't think I can say that on the podcast. I probably no. I'm gonna retract whatever I was about to say. I'm not.
I
No.
can't even imagine what you wouldn't be able to
I
say on this
let's just
podcast. But you thought of it. Okay. All right. Well, he does not like the Chargers. Okay. Yeah, so basically that's it for week 6. Good week. Um, I mean every division is a little, torn upside down right now. You want to do like a quick I want to do a quick go through each division really quick and just kind of so I'm AFC East right now. I'm gonna start with them because the fucking Patriots are in first place.
Good for them. Yeah. Huge.
It's been a minute,
Yeah.
and I mean, before that Bills Falcons game, I would have been like, oh, hey, we have some momentum, but this is just, we're looking really good. Hopefully, we can make the playoffs, make a little noise or whatever. But the Bills are still the king in this division, and they probably will still end up being that. But I mean, the Bills look like they're losing a step.
Yeah, I think Josh has resorted back to the old Josh where it's like the numbers are really good. He'll throw 40 touchdowns this year. He's going to rush for 700 yards. Um, but the turnovers have just kind of been weird. Like,
And that's he can go so long without a turnover, and that's when he's playing at his best. But yeah, he has been a little looser with the football lately.
he he just that was the biggest issue. That's what never put him in the same class with Mahomes is just the turnover issues leading. I mean, throwing 41 touchdowns to having 17 interceptions and leading the league like that's going to win you games, but it's also going to cost you. And
Yeah.
and it's clearly costing him to this point. I think last year, what did he, I think he had, I forget how many interceptions he had. There was a stat that I saw that like this year, he already is like going to surpass that obviously by a wide margin. I think he might have more this year than he did all of last year or something like that.
Yeah. That is crazy. I think I think the fact that the Patriots are technically ahead of them in the standings right now, even though they have the same record, but Patriots are in first place, I think that should light a fire under them, and I think that they have a chance to bounce back. But that's what I thought last year or last week, and I said there's no chance they were losing. So but that's what this year is. Okay, this is the kind of year that a team coming into the year like the Patriots with the expectations they have could be ahead of a Bills team that had the expectations they had.
Hmm.
And they're like Vrabel. Vrabel was asked about how he felt about being in first place, and he said that well, they're not going to cancel the rest of the season, and that is true. That's the way to think. But hey, for better or worse, this is Patriots are friggin' first place right now, and Drake May is so fucking good.
He is.
He is so good. Okay, let's go AFC North. You have the Steelers at 4-1, and then
They're
every
winning
other
that division.
team, yeah, every other team with a losing record. Bills and Ravens obviously lose their quarterback. Browns are a cursed franchise. Yeah, Steelers are gonna win the division. Rodgers is 4-1. He's
Mhm.
he's not lighting up the stat sheet or anything, but he's not doing it in a bad way either. He's doing what needs to be done to win clearly, and obviously they have a great defense.
I wanna highlight something that I said because I kind of got annoyed with the narrative the last 2 years of the talking heads of the football world. That's what I like to call them. All the guys that I watch.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna name any names because if this podcast does go somewhere, I don't want to. I don't want it to come back to me. I really want to call out all the people that last year and this year said, "Oh, the Steelers have the Ravens and the Bengals in their division. This is the year Tomlin's going to go under 500. This is the year that they're going to have the huge fall off." I said, listen, there are four things guaranteed in life: death, taxes,
Mike
Mahomes in a Super
Tomlin.
Bowl, and Mike Tomlin being above 500 and winning 9+ games or never going under 500. So 8+ wins a year. This this narrative that they're on the fall off, they're on the decline, even with Russ and Justin Fields who one is 0-6, the other guy's benched, still won games, still won 9 games last year. And then this year it's like Aaron Rodgers, no, that's never going to work out. Trading for DK Metcalf, paying him all that money is so stupid. Let me say something. Swallow your pride. What Mike Tomlin does, there's successful guys in this league. Mike Tomlin is head of that list. He's a top three coach in football, and he's inevitable. What the Steelers are, they are inevitable. And it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, what guy they paid, who they're getting at quarterback. They just find ways to win games. And I just want to say I was right and those people were wrong.
No, it is insane how he always finds a way to have that winning record, and it doesn't always lead to postseason success. It hasn't in a minute, and I don't know. It's crazy. I think that's like a failure on the front office's part because they could hand him anything. They hand him scraps, and he's gonna do well. But it's like, what if you've managed to build this guy a good team again?
Yeah.
See what he could do with it. I just you said it. You said it very well. Yeah. Mike Tomlin's inevitable. I love that word for it.
Yeah.
It's like
No matter what you
Thanos.
think. Hey,
Dread it.
Le'Veon Bell.
Run from it. 9-8 still arrives all the same.
Yeah. You can have Le'Veon Bell in your locker room. You can have Antonio Brown in your locker room. You can have Juju Smith in your locker room. You can have Russ in your locker room. It don't matter.
Don't
When
matter.
that man's at the helm, they win ball games.
It's insane. Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett,
Shout out Kenny Pickett. I feel like he's just a chill dude.
Raiders backup. Yeah.
Oh, is he right now?
Yeah.
Why not give him a little bit of a go at some point?
I'd rather not.
You don't think he'd be better than Gino right now?
I highly doubt it. I mean,
I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. That's my prediction. Kenny Pickett's gonna have a good game whenever he's in.
the only thing Kenny Pickett can compete in is a smaller competition where is Will Campbell's arms smaller or is Kenny Pickett's tiny hands smaller? It's the only thing he's going to compete in because it's not for a quarterback job.
I know you're not talking about big country like that.
I'll die for Drake May. You're
Dude,
going to die because you can't hold up your gun.
dog, dog. I like that bit and all, but he's playing incredible football since he had that penalty week one, and then I don't think he's made a mistake or like had a bad moment since then. He's been incredible. He's a beast. Him and Drake May. Did you see the interview where Drake May called him Big Country?
No.
Yeah, no. So he's talking, and then Drake May in the background's like, "Yeah, yeah, Big Country," and the reporter's like, "Does everybody around here call you Big Country?" And he's like, "Nah, that's just Drake." And so now all the Pats fans are calling him Big Country, which is like a great. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's our boy. Okay, on to it always ends up back to the Pats. Back to AFC South, we got the Colts at 5-1. They look phenomenal. Jaguars 4-2. They're having one of their best seasons in my football watching time.
And Trevor Lawrence hasn't done a single thing to
Yeah,
he ain't the guy.
still waiting on that leap. We'll be waiting forever. You got Texans at 2-3, and they're mid, and the Titans at 1-5. They're like a shit show on turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean the Texans. I feel like the Texans are just such a weird team. They have good skill position players, but I think that they're very hollow foundationally. Their offensive line is just like very, very bad.
Mhm.
Um, and their defense is like meh, and like they have the worst. I think they have the worst offensive line in the league.
Yeah, it's up there for sure. And
Them and the Bengals.
I think what needs to be noted is CJ Stroud not really taking that next step into a superstar in this league. I think he's still, I'm a huge CJ Stroud fan, and I think he has enormous potential, but he's never kind of fulfilled that. Okay, where's the leap? Where's that, and the sophomore year slump has always been a thing, and obviously it was evident last year, but like, dude, like you should be running that division right now.
Did the I gotta mention the video of him talking to Caleb Williams after that game. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that is one
We're
of the
doing you, bro.
fun that is one of the funniest things ever. Oh my God. And yeah, I think that shit's so funny.
Yeah.
for those who might not know, there's just this video of CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams played against each other last year, and Stroud kind of went up to Caleb and like gave him this whole like unk speech where he's like, "You're gonna be a great player in this league. You just can't be taking those hits. Like you gotta learn like some shit that like Aaron Rodgers would say to like Cam Ward or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that would happen, but
Did
it was a
you,
second or third. Was it second year Stroud? It was second.
I was it? Yeah, it had to have been. Yeah, because it
And
was Caleb's rookie year
Stroud had been
last year.
playing good, but it was kind of like, yo, he just like sunned him and they're like almost the same age. And now CJ Stroud's playing bad, and it's like all like people are just clowning on him so hard for it.
I don't know if you saw the comments he made last week. Those really rubbed the comment he made really rubbed me the wrong way. I
Really,
don't know.
what was
Did
it?
you? You
No.
didn't catch it. So it was. I don't know if it was after the game this weekend. Was it this week or last week? Doesn't matter. But like a reporter asked him about like it had to have been like the struggles or like what's not or whatever. And like his comments were, I feel old. I feel like I'm getting old. I don't have that same burst.
I did see
And
this.
it's like, and like, dude, you're 24. What is wrong with you? What?
He said he watched clips of him in high school and was like, "Where did that go?" Dude, you just can't you can't be admitting that. I don't know. That's
There are things as a quarterback specifically. It's one thing if a running back says it, because running backs, I mean, they're pretty much done after the age of 30. But as a quarterback in year three, that's what you have to say. I don't I would be
I can't
very pissed off.
and he just admitted that too. Like it's not like someone heard him say that and like they posted it or whatever. Like that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that. That's just like a red flag to me.
A big time red flag. It sounds
Yeah.
like, hey, dude, ugh,
It's
whatever.
crazy. And also there's so many steps you can make to keep yourself in that good shape and especially as a quarterback in the NFL. I
You
don't
don't
know.
think that
You shouldn't feel like
interview
that.
isn't going to pop up when it comes time to contract negotiations? You don't think like a front office,
So right.
specifically the Texans, are going to be like, okay, we're about to give you $70 million a season for the next 6 years. What did you mean by this? Like, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, that's kind of similar to, I mean, people have been shitting on Tua because not only what he said this week, but also before when he was kind of talking about Josh Allen, he was like, I can't do nearly any of the stuff he's doing. And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, contract time. Like Tua's making a shit ton of money. He has a very, very, very bad contract.
got very bad.
Um, and then this week he was like calling out people for not going to players only meetings or being late or whatever. And it's like, dude, you're throwing picks. Like have some people are dogging on him hard.
He apologized for those comments. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's just like, I don't know. Like I get that he probably was saying that because he wanted the people to not be going late to meetings or whatever. Was trying to like be like a gotcha moment, but it just looked really bad on his part. But yeah. Okay, we should transition to the AFC West division. You know quite well. We got Chargers and Broncos both at 4-2. We got the Chiefs at 500, though they look much better. We got the Raiders at 2-4. They well, how do you? This is your division. Go take it away.
Um, I had a lot better opinions, or no, a lot different opinions on it leading into week one. I thought the Rashawn Slater injury was going to be crucial to the Chiefs or to the Chargers, and I thought they were going to really struggle. And now losing Joe Alt, I thought, okay, like this is where you really got to pounce on them. Uh, I thought the Broncos were pretty much exactly who they are, especially after that week one kind of dud where they won, but they looked kind of crappy against a really bad Titans team. And then, this past weekend, granted, it was in London or wherever it was. Um, they looked really, really bad against the 0-6 Jets. Um, Granted, they had 9 sacks against Justin Fields. Whoop-de-doo. Um,
Yeah, not a very convincing win, but 9 sacks is crazy.
9 sacks is ridiculous. I had to like double check that because I obviously didn't watch any of the game, but
They
I
should
was
have
like,
won by a lot more though.
yeah,
I don't think that's a good win for them.
no, it's an awful win, and
Yeah.
like it's not impressive, and that's not like those two games really hang. And I would have loved had they lost that Eagles game, but that win was very impressive. But what really are the Eagles right now? I don't know.
Can't throw.
Um, they can't throw, and can they even run? Like Saquon not having a, they're not giving him the ball. Like it's weird. Um, so I think the Broncos are kind of exactly who I thought they were. Uh, and then the Chiefs. There was a lot of talk about how the beginning quarter of the season was going to look for them, the teams that they had to play, and I just thought like the whole time, like yeah, they're like the team that like if they were in the Ravens' shoes right now, I would still say like they're the Super Bowl, the AFC favorite for sure. Like, I never have a doubt with them, and of course, exactly what they're doing right now. They're riding a 2 game winning streak, 3 game winning streak, whatever it is, and they look like in peak form without their number one target um, out there. So the Chiefs kind of are inevitable in the Mike Tomlin way.
Hmm.
And then the Raiders, I've kind of already spewed about them quite a bit the last few weeks, but they that Bears win, that Bears loss is really it's didn't sit well with me. I threw my phone. I was so disgusted. I can openly admit that. Uh, because that kind of almost felt like, oh, and there goes our season in week 4, week 5.
Yeah.
Um, because right now, if you think about it, if they were 3-3, they're 1 game back of the division, and like now it's like you're sitting at 2-4. Then you got the Chiefs who are playing, like I said, in peak form on Sunday at Arrowhead. So they're more than likely going to fall to 2-5. And Cancun, here we come. I mean, that Bears loss really, really. If you had saw me after that Bears loss, like I was getting texts that really angered me right after the Raiders loss. Like I threw my phone. I was whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys are if Gino was just playing a little better, if Gino's playing if Gino's playing if Gino's playing mid, if Gino was having a mid year, you guys are probably 3-3.
I think if you cut half of his interceptions,
Yeah.
if he had 5 interceptions, we'd be 4-2 right now.
He's just not even mid right now. He's hurting. He's a detriment right now. I mean, we both know he can play better. He has played much better in this league. I don't know how much patience we have to see that though. It's upsetting. I'd
Yeah.
I'd I'd let's take a look at Kenny P. If you guys get blown out again, I hope you don't. Uh, I'd check out Kenny P. I like Kenny P.
Yeah,
He's
it'd
got the
be
small
interesting.
hands. Um, so we do. I do think we should maybe split this and do the NFC next week. That's kind of weird
Yeah.
to be like week 6 AFC, week 7 NFC, but fuck, it's our podcast. We're gonna do that. We went a little over, but we have a lot to say. We're very informed. Uh, yeah. So let's just really quick do our picks, our bet picks for next week. So I know you said in your pick 'em you have the Patriots winning next week. Are you gonna take their spread?
I'm not gonna pick them. I'll let you go first because I've kind of flip-flopped
Okay.
on like what my because this is important now. I'm 1-0. I'm undefeated. And I'm trying to
Mhm.
beat the 14-0 Dolphins record, which was actually 17-0.
Hmm.
And you're 0-1, so this is a huge bounce back week for you. So I'm gonna let you go
Thank
first.
you for the reminder. I appreciate it. I my pick is going to be 10 o'clock. You have Browns playing the Dolphins. I am gonna go. Um, oh, should we shoot? Well, okay. So I'm seeing on my end, the over under is 39 and a half. I'm gonna take the over on that. Should we pick like a specific book to base it off so we have the same lines, or does that really matter?
I don't
I
think it
just
really matters.
I look at stuff on the CBS Sports app for some fucking reason.
Okay. I
I
have
just
it on
always have.
ESPN. It's the same.
Okay. Yeah, I just always have used this app for some reason. It's probably not even good.
Okay.
What do you got? Oh, it might rain in that game. It's okay. I just feel like the Dolphins can't stop a nosebleed and they have HN, so they'll probably let up a lot and put up a lot. And then I feel like the Browns have a great defense, but maybe this is Mike Daniels' last hurrah because he knows he's getting fired, so he's just going to try to put up as much points as possible. And I think Judkins is just going to run all over the Dolphins. I would have happily taken the over in the Cowboys Commanders, and I do still think it's going to hit, but it's at 55, which is just ridiculous. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So your pick, you're taking the over on the Browns Dolphins,
yeah.
39 and a half.
I do kind of want to take the Cowboys one. I think you should take the over in every Cowboys game.
I know,
Period.
right? They're going to score 30, 40 points every week.
And let up 100. All right, what you got?
Okay. I've flip-flopped on it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. You're doing tricks on it.
I am going to go with, and I'll kind of make it like no, I'll just do the one because I'm going to answer the question, I'm going to go with the Giants Broncos game. And the score that I think this kind of leading into it, the score that I'm about to say kind of knocks two birds with one stone out. I'm going to pick one specifically. Give me the Giants covering. I would just say take their money line because but let me just say cover the 7.5 point spread that the Broncos currently hold over them. I think that the Giants are just on a high right now with this scatteroo dart thing. And
they're gonna win that game or actually die trying on the field.
Scatteroo is a psychopath,
Yeah.
in all the best ways possible. Like I absolutely love him, and I'm a huge dart fan. Give me the Giants covering the 7.5. So that's my pick.
Hmm.
And I truthfully think they're gonna win on an incredibly low scoring game. I think both defenses are really good. I think the Giants have the best D line in all of football, and I think that the Broncos arguably have the best defense in all of football. Give me like a 17-14, really weird, discomfortable, ugly game. And I think Scadaboo's gonna not pop off, but he's gonna have like a game sealing touchdown,
He'll
and
he'll score, dude.
he's gonna score. He's
He'll
like a lock
score.
to score.
Yeah. That's good. I like that pick. Not as much as my pick, but I do like that pick. I think it'd be cool. This is just a random tangent, but as a segment on the podcast for one episode, maybe we could like do like a parlay draft, and we each get three picks, and we pick like a leg of a parlay, and then we actually place it. That'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
fire.
We'd
Yeah,
have to clip it up and get it on socials before the week starts, so that people could join in if they want to. That'd be kind of cool.
it's true.
I have ideas. I'm thinking. I'm always
I like
thinking.
it.
Yeah, I'm always thinking. Okay. That's a lot of NFL talk. Do you want to really quick before we wrap things up talk about any teams in the MLB that may be of interest to you?
Let's see. Hmm.
Seattle
Interesting.
Mariners.
The Mariners, shout out the Mariners. Unfortunately, they lost
Mariners.
tonight.
They look like beasts though.
They do.
I'm not I'm box score watching, but they look like beasts and they're advertising that Nintendo Switch. So I'm supporting them until they play the Dodgers because I guess I gotta be a Dodgers supporter out here.
You have to. That is the
Yeah.
one team that
Unless they're
there's.
playing the Red Sox.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
it's totally fair.
yeah. They're not gonna be playing them though. As people like to remind me, they're not playing these days anymore.
Um, yeah, no, just real quick. I mean, both series. So now these are 7 game series because they're in the championship series. Um, the real quick, the Blue Jays and the Mariners. What a whirlwind this postseason has been for the Blue Jays. I'm gonna explain something to you real quick. The
For it.
the the Blue Jays had the number one seed in the American League. Okay, they had the most wins, best record in the American League. Then they get pretty much like a whole week off before after the wild card because they didn't have to play in the wild card series, of course.
Hmm.
That was left up to the Yankees and the Red Sox. The Yankees come out victorious against the Red Sox. Very unfortunate. I really wish
Nobody
they
wanted that.
didn't. No, nobody did. Um, but they just absolutely shellackled the Yankees. It's a crazy word, but it's the only way I can put it.
Hmm.
They were just the Yankees just essentially had no chance. The Blue Jays were all over them. They cleaned them up pretty quick in the American League Division Series, and they were scoring crazy amount of runs. They were pitching really well, and the Yankees just didn't even deserve to be on the field. Then they go into the championship series, the Blue Jays do, and they lost two games at home, which is like a forbidden no-no, especially in the new format. The two games at home, three games on the road, and then two games back at home. So it's a 2-3-2 um, travel time. They lose two in a row to the Mariners, and the Mariners are just they're on cloud nine right now. And unfortunately, tonight the series went back to Seattle. The Blue Jays won. They won very convincingly. It reminded me of what they did to the Yankees. They scored 12 runs tonight and they just destroyed the Mariners. But a crazy, just like roller coaster of events for the Blue Jays this postseason.
They've been up and down. They've been high highs, low lows.
Very like it's extremes. Like they
Yeah.
like win very convincingly,
Mhm.
or they just like lose and like their offense just falls
That's
apart.
crazy. I will kind of admit I had a slight zone out, but only because you said that they schlackled the New York Yankees and like on a whim, I was like, I wonder if somehow that's on Urban Dictionary. So I looked up schlackled Urban Dictionary and that with the AI response said that it's not a word and recognized, but it might be based on the intended word of shellackled.
Yeah, shellackled. That's what I said.
Shit, that is what you said.
I didn't say schlacked. I said shellackled.
Shellackled. Wait, but is that a word that you
Yeah, yeah, it definitely is.
the action of annihilating, destroying, or otherwise beating your opponent in an abusive, sadistic, or embarrassing manner. And then the quote is, "Wow, the Patriots really got their asses kicked, didn't they? Yeah, it was a real shellackling." All right, so somebody fucking they wrote this was posted in November 2008. So somebody really fucking hated the Patriots. That's crazy. Dude, shellackled. I didn't know that was an actual word. I thought you were just like saying some shit. Yeah, so
No.
okay, so I spelt it wrong. That's why I said it wasn't a word, and then it's like this is
Yeah,
a word.
yeah, shellackled.
Shellackled. That's
Shellackled is,
that's the word of the week.
yeah, there you
Word.
go. You
I
learn
was
something new every day.
got to put up like a graphic. Word of the week. Yeah, woo. Schlackling. Okay, sorry, I cut off your momentum. You were talking about the MLB. So the Blue Jays have had a weird go of it.
Yep.
Um, then they're left, and then you said the Mariners are looking great, riding high. They did lose tonight. Gonna have more of an interesting series. It looks like. Now we got the other two teams left, and if I know my baseball, I think that's gonna be the Dodgers and the Brewers.
Correct. Yep. That's those are the two. Look at you.
I'm keeping up a little bit.
Wearing a real 92-3 LA shirt. Like you're just all LA now. Like it's
Wait, what?
crazy.
Side? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, nah, Boston
Um,
till I die. I can a best of both worlds. Miley
hey,
Cyrus can do it, so can I.
there you go. The Dodgers have looked every bit as they're supposed to with the amount of money that they have spent over the years. Let me just say something, and I really kind of want to save this tangent for when we are in studio because it'll look a little prettier. But my bobbleheads are in the background, so I can say it now. For all the people that are complaining about the Dodgers, for all the people that are upset, that are angry, said there needs to be a salary cap in baseball. Let me just say, I want to explain something to you. Do all of you folks remember what happened in 2017 when we got cheated out of a World Series due to the cheating Houston Astros who were banging on trash cans?
Can you hear
Why
that?
weren't you guys that this outraged over that, where a team literally did something that hadn't been done in over 100 years and cheat their way to a championship. Do you recall when all of you stepped in and made fun of the Dodgers for winning the 2020 title and calling it a Mickey Mouse ring because it was a shortened season and saying, "Oh, you can't win it in a 162 game season." Okay, we remembered that. Those are two things we kept in mind. Do you remember in 2022 when the Padres beat the Dodgers? Granted, it was their World Series, the Padres. I will give them that. That was their World Series. They defeated the Dodgers in a 5 game series. Great, phenomenal. Remember when you guys were laughing at us? Do you remember in 2023, the next year, when you guys were laughing when we sent out a rotation in the playoffs of Bobby Miller, who is no longer in the major leagues, 35-year-old Clayton Kershaw, and fat Lance Lynn, who was giving up home runs every inning? You remember when you guys were laughing and making fun of us? I just got one thing to say. All of you baseball people that made fun, that laughed, that poked the bear, let me tell you something. You woke a sleeping giant up, and now you guys need something else to complain about. There needs to be a salary cap. Guess what? Your team could have had Kike Hernandez. Your team could have had Max Muncy. Your team could have had Chris Taylor. Your team could have signed Blake Snell. Your team should have made a bigger offer at Yamamoto. Your team should have traded for Otani, should have done something to acquire the talent that the Dodgers have. But all those laughs, all those years, just remember, you just pissed off the wrong team in baseball and the wrong city because we're laughing with your tears falling on the ground. And the Dodgers are up 2-0 in this series, and they look pretty damn unbeatable. So remember all those laughs 2017, 2022, 2020, 2023. You just woke up the wrong baseball team.
Mike, you could be in like the WWE, dude. That was like a literal like WWE promo right there. See, this is this is why we this is why we gotta have only you do the rants because I can't cut them like that. I can't cut a promo like that. Like that was crazy. Wow,
I'm sorry, that was long-winded, but
that was
something
awesome. That felt like a journey I just went on with you. I like literally I want to see you fight like the Undertaker now.
just like rise up.
Dude, we gotta get you in a ring with a microphone or something. No, that was crazy. That was cool. Shit. Also, I hope the Dodgers win now because that would be really cool. Dude,
Yeah,
edit that. You woke up the wrong baseball team. You
I
woke
know.
up on the wrong side of losing a baseball game. That's
It's
sweet.
it's just in all seriousness, it's really great to see the Dodgers really just kind of put a beating on like this playoffs. Like they just kind of look every bit of what we expected them to be, and they're dominating in every facet of the game. And even when there is a close game, it's kind of like, okay, and this is the best way I can put it. Granted, they're not as successful as what the Patriots were in their stretch and their time during Tom Brady, but it the best way I can explain it for you to like really understand when it comes down to like, how like there's always the saying in close games, what team's going to make the first mistake, which team's going to capitalize on it. And there's just certain teams, the Patriots, where if it's a tight game, if it's a close game, like the Patriots are well equipped to do the right things and succeed. That's exactly what the Dodgers are. When the game becomes this, the Dodgers are here, everybody else is here, exactly like what the Patriots were for so long. It's like, if you give Brady the ball with a minute, it's like, yeah, game's over.
That's such a good feeling. I miss
Yeah.
that feeling. I'm starting to feel that way with Drake May a little bit, but not quite yet fully there. But yeah, that is great. That's just great to see your team playing up to what you want from it. That's really exciting. Wow, I'm just like still moved by that whole promo you just cut. But but yeah, shout out the Dodgers playing well. They're up 2-0 in the series right now.
Mhm.
It's exciting times around here. People really like the Dodgers out here, I've learned.
It's it it's something that brings the entire city together, unlike anything else.
And that's just sports, isn't it?
Hmm.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Okay. Well, we'll get back. We'll see an update. Things are looking decent for the Dodgers. Got a little more competitive series on the other side. We're gonna have to see what's up with that. And then next week we'll probably touch on the NFC standings and just kind of discuss that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a different type of episode for us. Um, I think it was pretty fun considering that we had to shake things up a little bit. Definitely an episode on the longer side. So maybe being at home, being a little more comfortable. We were like a little looser, a little locked in.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening to us through the shake up. We hope to have you back next week when things should be normal. And also next time there is a Zoom episode, we hope to have you back as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm Ant.
Mike, thank you guys. We
Yeah,
really appreciate
thanks.
it.
All right. Peace out, guys.
See ya. Spotify,
Spotify.
iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok,
Uh,
Instagram.
Instagram.
You can watch us on everything. You can see our faces
Mm,
and hear our voices.
mm. Or just find us in person. Ask us what we talked about. We got to print out a QR code and put it on our shirt or whatever.
Hey, you know what I tell people if they ask, like if I have friends or family that's like, "Oh, what did you talk about on the last episode?" It's like, you should go watch. Here's the link.
You tell me there's a test. Take this test after. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Thanks for watching Sports Rant with Mike and Ant. Sports Rant is hosted by Anthony Russo and Michael Gonzalez, produced by M. Wood, and recorded at Third Wheel Podcast Studios in Los Angeles. Follow the show on YouTube and Instagram at Sports Rant Pod.